go ahead on and put out another word. But in the midst of putting out this word, let's take a, you know, trip down memory lane again. Sorry. Yeah, I know I went doing this in the other video, but when people don't want you to speak about certain things, the truth, they do things like shut up spells because they want you to shut up. But I don't want to shut up. I want to speak up because I should. They shouldn't be doing what they're doing. They keep on bothering me. Tiara, she works for, you know, a judge. She's supposed to be a sheriff or whatever. She worked alongside of a judge. So with her working on alongside a judge, they feel like anybody whose name comes across the desk, they can abuse their power and their authority. Whether they want somebody to have a breakthrough or not is totally up to them. And the judge should not be ruling in nobody's favor when it comes to me. That's my little cousin, not my big cousin, my little cousin, who came to me years ago about her mother that put her out of the house, her and her baby out of the house, and she had nowhere to go. She had to rely on her grandmother, Tina, for support at the time. Her grandmother, Tina, allowed her to stay in her apartment um, while she get herself together until she can get into a home. So while she was there and stuff like that, I wouldn't have never knew what she was going through, what her mama did to her, or none of that. I wouldn't have knew anything about nothing. I wouldn't have knew anything. She came to me and Lily. That's my auntie. Veronica Cunningham is my auntie. She came to me and Lily. We didn't ask for it. I gave her a hug, and she just vented to us about her mama and how low down her mama was. I already didn't like the stuff that she used to do, that her mom used to do to her because I felt like Tiara was beautiful and her mom was just jealous of her. But just to know that these people was against me, for what? I didn't do anything to you, but you over here trying to praise your mother, and your dang old mother have done everything but the right thing when it came to you. She even caused you to not have hearing in your ear because she used to beat the crap out of her like, she was her best friend that just slept with her man. That's how she used to beat her. Whenever she used to try to break her and her boyfriend up, her husband up for fighting her mom used to jump on her. She did used to beat the crap out of her. When she learned that Tiara didn't have hearing in her ear, is when she started failing in school. Her grades started failing in school. When her grades started failing in school, she knew that it was something wrong. She started bringing her work. She was so afraid to even tell her mom what was going on with her because she knew how karmic her mom was and how evil she was. Her mom was so low down into where she was afraid to tell her mom that she had lost hearing in her ear. So she would do what she could, going to school and stuff like that, to try to read the teacher's words that was coming out her mouth, so she could continue to stay up on her classwork. She wouldn't even tell her teacher. I mean her mom at home. So one day she took her to the doctor and stuff like that, and they got her hearing checked and stuff like that, and found out that Tiara was deaf in the ear. She was beating this girl every time she come home with a bad grade. Beating the crap out of her. I'm talking about like fist fighting. Tearing her up. Do you hear me? Tearing her up. Beating the crap out of her. Just like they used to do Mookie. My other cousin, LaShonda Matthews. They used to do her the same way. Used to beat the crap out of her. And we couldn't do anything about any of this at the time and stuff like that, My family members was out there then, Their mom and stuff like that didn't really, she really wasn't that person that wanted to be with kids sometimes or whatever she had going on or whatever, to where her child had to stay with her sisters or her siblings or whatever. Her siblings did her wrong. They did so much wrong to this girl. I'm talking about they beat her blue and black, and she was nothing but like 5 or 6 years old. She used to yearn on herself whenever she go to sleep, or whenever she just whenever they even come in her presence, she used to just yearn on herself. That's how bad she was getting beat by these two demons, Shaky and Ladybug. But just like I said, I was praying that the children come out better than their parents, but apparently not. But I just had to sit back and reflect, and I kept on hearing Mickey. I kept hearing I'm like, Mickey? No, the only Mickey that I know is my auntie husband. But they're like, no, not that Mickey. Mickey is a officer. I'm like, wow, a officer where? A officer at the church of the church. He is someone's well, Shaq's son that goes to the church. They twins. You know, they twins of the church or whatever. Kevin and Shaq, they twins or whatever. They job occupation or whatever. I think they in the Coven too. To where they can, vouch for their kids to have better jobs and stuff like that. But we're dealing with rookies. A lot of people don't like to deal with rookies because sometimes when you deal with rookies, they don't really be serious about their jobs and stuff like that. I call them rookies because if you out here doing stuff like this, then you got to be one. But I don't know this person like that. For real, I never knew this person like that. I never even had anything to do with this person. I just knew him when he was a little boy, and I didn't even know him then. I just used to see them running around the church or something like that, but I never knew these people. But just like I said, these people perspective of me, they don't even know me. They know me through these people, or they think they know me through these people because they feel like these people will get them the truth about me, but they never did. They lied. Excuse me. I don't know. I don't have anything bad to say about anybody but my family members, because my family members knew better and they decided to come against me. I don't have anything to say negative about these people, but people in the church, they mess around with each other and all that stuff like that, and they shouldn't be. They married, so why is you going outside of your marriage messing with other people? Because they was Ladybug was doing this all the time, and I'm not gonna say who she was doing it with, but everybody knows. But they had been cheating for a while with each other and stuff like that. And they want to talk about somebody breaking up homes and being a home wrecker. Baby, speaking from one who look, it takes one to know one, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was teaching people how to break up marriages, but you want to sit around and talk about somebody who never did? Because I don't know these people who I done came in contact with, but when I find out that they did talk to somebody, that they have a significant other or a wife or a girlfriend, guess what I do? I don't know about my business because I don't like no mess. God don't bless no mess. When I find out that these people could be possibly connected to somebody, that's all they hear from me. One night stand is what it's called, or one night stand with me. I don't like no drama, and I don't like getting jumped on for something that I don't know nothing about. If I don't know that you in a relationship with somebody, or I feel like you are in a relationship with somebody, it ends right there. You playing with my life. You trying to hurt me, and I have kids out here. I understand these women don't ask to be cheated on, but how can I know that this man is talking to you? We're not friends. I don't know you from the counter paint. I never seen you on no social media. I never none of this stuff. How would I know that your man and you was talking? So how can I be a home record to a home that I didn't even know that was there? How can a person be a home record if they didn't even know that there was a home right there to be wrecked? It don't make no sense to me. Like, make it make sense. I don't know y'all people. I don't know who y'all mess around with and who y'all got in y'all personal life. I don't know. But y'all seem to know a lot about mine just by listening to other people that don't know nothing about me. But let's keep on with Tierra. Just like I said, this girl, you know, came to me and my auntie venting about us. And I already didn't like her because I just felt like her mama was jealous of her because she had some beautiful kids. And she did. She had some beautiful girls. All my little cousins and stuff like that are beautiful. I don't know what the hate be for. I felt like her mama was jealous of her because how could you do that to your dang on child? How could you do that to anybody child? Because they was abusing the crap out of Their children, well, she was the only somebody that was to get abused because the rest of them was not getting abused. It was just Tiara and Mookie. Well, Mookie used to get beat while she was little and all that stuff like that. You know, she used to get beat the crap. I'm talking about beat the crap out of. Do you hear me? I would have never left my children with this dang on person. These people was horrible to that girl, you know. And I used to talk to her all the time. Me and her used to talk and stuff like that, and we used to you know, joke and play around and stuff like that. She used to do my hair and stuff, you know. But we lost out of touch and stuff like that. She had gotten to situation where she had got hit by one of her boyfriends or whatever. The man hit her and stuff like that, and you know she couldn't walk and all that stuff like that. She had to learn how to walk again and all that stuff like that. But it was just a lot of stuff that was going on. And it just didn't make no sense. But she didn't give a person name to the police or anything like that. And I asked her why she didn't get a name to the police and stuff like that so they could better help her. But you know, whatever it is that they got going on in their life is what they got going on. But let's keep on with Tierra, yo. But she came to me and my auntie or whatever and vented to us about how her mama did her wrong and stuff like that. I can't stand when people come to you and have you feeling like a certain way towards somebody. And then when you feel that certain way about somebody, they want to try to attack you. But the way that they try to attack you is behind the scenes. Oh, I'm going to attack this person. This person ain't going to know that I'm coming against her. I'm coming against her platform. I'm coming against her finances. I'm coming against her jobs. I'm coming against everything that can make this person look look like what she's supposed to look like. I'm going to come against it. She ain't going to even know it's me. Y'all ought to be ashamed of y'all dang on self because you got a little girl yourself. I got kids out here to support. Y'all supposed to be my dang on family. Family where? Family where? Tell me when if I had a family to step in to be right here by my side. I never did. And anytime them people wanted to stand on the side of me is when they just want to know what was going on in my dang on life. Because how could you? How could you, T? How could you, Nay? I heard she could do some tricks with her mouth, nigga. How about it, Nay? Another one that talked about what was going on in the household with her dang on parents and her mama getting jumped on and stuff like that. And she too would try to jump in and do something to her stepdad or whatever because of her mama getting jumped on. These are karmic kids that decided to want to tear somebody down who ain't did nothing to them. I did nothing to these people. She was a realtor. She was a realtor, but now she doing hair and stuff like that, and she got her own business going on and all this stuff like that or whatever. But you don't do stuff to come against a person all because of their potential. Or you feel like they're a good person and you got to come against that because why? We should be working together when it comes to a lot of stuff. Just like I said, I have a big family. And it's just like we don't have a big family. These people ain't jealous, greed, and envious is what they are. How can you sit up there and be jealous of somebody? Want to take everything from somebody and want somebody to look crazy? If I'm so dang on crazy, why you trying so hard to convince people that I'm crazy? They will see it, right? They will see everything that you claim I am, right? With me just being myself, right? Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself, bro. Like, I just don't understand. And they said one of the family members passed away. I don't know. Whoever it was, rest in peace. But it was somebody that's supposed to have been holding something back from me. But y'all just don't, it just don't make no dang on sense. These people will go to their grave or whatever they have done before it even get out. They would rather die and take it to their dang on grave because that's how evil they are. Excuse me. But it just don't make no sense. How could you, T? How could you, Nay? How could y'all? Come against me in this way for what? What did I do to y'all? Like, really? What did I do to y'all? And I was trying to, just breast this situation out. Just like I said, when I called this person and all that stuff like that, and this person lied about coming to pick me up to take me to the grocery store. I should have knew that it was some hate then when she did not return my dang on call. And I end up passing out in that shower. I should have knew then. I should have knew. But I was like, you know what? That's my little cuz. She probably, just like forget it, But I cried about the situation because I was like tired of going through these cycles of abuse with these people. Because I'm like, why am I going through cycles of abuse with these people? I ain't never sat down at the table with these people and ate. These people do not know me at all, and they decided to go against me. That's why I said on my petition it said something about Tiara is the judge and Janetta is she is the assistant. So I'm thinking that the Janetta person is supposed to be the judge and Tiara is supposed to be the assistant or whatever because she is the sheriff at that works on the alongside of the judge. She works on the alongside of the judge. And I had to just sit up there and think, because they kept on giving me these people's names. It was like Mickey and Tiara and Nate, and they kept on just repeating their name. I'm like, I don't even, look, I don't know none of these people like this. They mamas don't even know me like this. They don't know me. I don't be around these people. We don't be around one another. When we was little, and just like I said, we went on that women's retreat and all that stuff like that. We went on that women's retreat and stuff like that, and it was the grown adults, sorry, and the teenagers and stuff like that. They went along with, you know, our cousins, our aunties, our grandmothers, stuff like that. We used to go on the women's retreat and do, be there and bonding and all that stuff like that. I would have never, thought that people would be this way towards me, coming against me, trying to see what it is that I have going on in my life and then stop and block it. For what? And then try to make it seem like I'm crazy. Or we got to convince the judge and all this stuff like that this person is crazy so we can continue to keep what this person have away from them. I don't care about you being no dang on sheriff. Do your job. Stop abusing your power and your authority. You don't supposed to do no stuff like that. You get in a position to do stuff like this to your own family. But you call me family though. You already know that if okay, so you calling a person family. You know if a person is that karmic to a person that's a family, what makes you think that this person is good for their job, for their position that they're in? What makes you think this person is good for that? If you can't trust them to be faithful and loyal to their family and do what they're supposed to do when it comes to their family, what makes you think they're gonna do the same thing to a stranger? Make it make sense. But let me give y'all this word because I'm not gonna do it tomorrow. So I just came on here to give y'all give y'all another word or whatever because I'm not gonna be on here. Just like I said, they just wanted to come against me or whatever. And every time my birthday comes around or whatever, they want me to feel isolated, make me feel alone, make me feel like I'm unworthy, all of that stuff like that. Whenever my birthday come around, they make sure people don't tell me happy birthday, all that stuff like that, just to make me feel some type of way. Which I don't care. Just as long as I make to see another birthday, I'd be okay with that. But these people have been doing stuff and orchestrate things behind the scene to make people, don't recognize her birthday. Don't tell her happy birthday and all this stuff. Just childish. And these people be listening with they dumb behind. They just dumb. But it's okay though. Like I said, it don't matter. I'm not even worried about it. But stuff just don't make no sense to me because the things they want to hang on to, you know, what makes you think that? I mean, you want to hang on to these dang on things that belongs to me, but it don't belong to you. So why not give it to somebody? If you're trying to get something from anybody, ask that person. Talk to that person about it. I don't care about material things, but still though, you don't do things to come against a person and what they have and stuff like that just because you want it. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. I don't like it. It don't make no sense. Luke 19:1 is what we're going to be talking about. He entered Jericho and was passing through. Okay. And behold, there was a man named Zacchaeus. I'm going to say Zacchaeus, y'all. It might be wrong, but listen, don't prosecute me on that. Zacchaeus. He was a chief tax collector and was rich. And he was seeking to see who Jesus was. But on account of the crowd, he could not because he was small in stature. So he ran on ahead and climbed up into a sycamore, no, sycamore, I think, tree to see him, okay? For he was about to pass that way. And when Jesus came to the place, he looked up and said to him, Zacchaeus, hurry and come down, for I must stay at your house today. So he humbled, he hung, I mean, he hurried, I'm sorry. So he hurried and came down and received him joyfully. And when they saw it, they all grumbled. My goodness. Sorry, y'all. He was gone into the guest of a man. He was going to be, no, he was gone in to be the guest of a man who is a sinner. Okay. And Zacchaeus stood and said to the Lord, behold, Lord, the half of my goods I give to the poor. And if I have defrauded anyone of anything, I restore it fourfold. And Jesus said to him, today salvation has came to his house, since he also is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost. We're going to collaborate on that for a minute. Zacchaeus' change of heart. So Zacchaeus had a change of heart. So I'm seeing these things on there. Joseph, Tiffany, and Jeanette. I don't know. Those names just came up. Sorry. Um, Jesus said that he came to seek and save the lost. Imagine his delight when he encountered someone looking for him. Zacchaeus was an outcast, a despised agent, okay, of the Roman occupiers. As the chief tax collector, he was hated and unwelcome. Sounds familiar? Hated and unwelcome. That's how I feel in my family. Hated and unwelcome. Do you hear me? Okay. Let's keep going. But he had to see Jesus and humbled himself to go looking. The outcome of this encounter was the Jesus, I'm sorry, was that Jesus invited himself to Zacchaeus' home, and honor for Zacchaeus, but taboo to visit a sinner's home. What was Jesus saying in Zacchaeus' society and us? And what brought forth Zacchaeus' repentance and finances restitution? Okay, the answers one found in 2 Corinthians 4:6. For it is the God who commanded light to shine out of darkness, who has shown in our hearts to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Jesus Christ. Zacchaeus looked down to see the face of Jesus looking up at him. One look to see both the glory and grace of God was enough to transform the sinner to a saint. In verse 9, Jesus said, today salvation has come to this house because this man too is a son of Abraham. A conversation with Jesus provides a revelation of God's grace, and a provision of Jesus leads to encounter just like Zacchaeus. Okay, let's seek his appearance, is what we need to be doing. Okay, instead of out here being messy. Like I said, these people can't talk about nobody. Because at once, these people then, played on the stripper pole and everything. You wouldn't know a lot of stuff about people. Do you hear me? Because they keep theirs private and secret. They keep theirs tucked so nobody won't know exactly who they are. They keep their dirty laundry put away. You know how people come into people's house and they see it is nice and stuff like that when they go in the house, in the closet, everything falling out on them. That's how these people are. Do not judge nobody, or there too will be judged. Because they judged me wrongfully. And I sat back and I let these people judge me the way that they wanted to judge me. And you know why? I allowed them to judge me without backfire. It's because it wasn't true. Why would I react to something that wasn't true? But these people's names just kept on coming up. Tierra. Yeah, he just kept coming up. Nay, Tierra, Nay, Mickey. And I just kept on like, I don't know who no Mickey is. else who in the world is Mickey? I don't know who Mickey is. The only Mickey that I know, and I don't know this my auntie husband. I don't know him like that. I never been around him like that, you know. So I didn't know him like that, and they just kept no, not that Mickey. Okay, I'm like the officer Mickey. Okay, but what in the world? I don't know no officer name. Okay, the officer. I'm like, oh my goodness. So these officers, my family, this true house of prayer, you know, these people that goes to true house of prayer, my childhood church, just like I said, it'd be heartbreaking to me just to find out exactly who, you know, decided to come after me, because I never felt no crazy way about nobody of the church. Whatever they had going on didn't have nothing to do with me. I never did anything to these people that was a negative. I never came against them in no way. Never hurt them. Never will hurt them. But they decide to come against me and hurt me, all because of a lie that people been spreading. I never been on drugs. I just recently did blood work at UAB. And if you want to check my blood there, go ahead. I did urine and blood at that facility. And I always do it to make sure that these people keep record that I don't have nothing in my system at all. Because you have to keep a record somewhere. And they said that I could do it at the fire station too. But I don't know. But they say you could do it at the fire station too, just to keep record of, you know, if somebody want to know whether or not you got drugs and stuff in your system. Because this is what these people been trying to convince people of, that I've been talking to an ex or whatever, and me and this person been doing drugs or stuff like that, or I've been on drugs and stuff like that, and I've been dealing with people. I haven't dealt with nobody in 6 years. Like, make it make sense. It was 5 years for one person, but it's been 6 years for anybody else. 6 years. The person that I'm referring to, it's been 6 years. And they've been saying that me and this person been having a relationship. And it was a whole lie. Even my child's father been lying on me. Like, we have been in a connection and we have never been. It's been over 7 years for that person. Me and that person. 7. 7 or 8. Put it like that. And this person still running around here talking about some weed. We talk, we go together, we talk, we this, that. What? I know you lying. And I'm in this messed up predicament. Y'all done placed me in this messed up situation. For what? All because y'all had a point to prove, or you wanted to make your trick look good. And I had my family. My family was helping this person help this other person look better than me, stand out better than me with the stuff that they was helping this person do. Y'all ought to be ashamed of y'allself. Because y'all did this to me. I never been on no drugs. I never did anything that y'all said out y'all nasty mouths. Because that's exactly what it is. Because I heard some stuff that I should have been hearing, but I'm like, golly, for real, bro, golly. She sit up there like she ain't gonna hold you dinner down. I'm just saying she did that. I heard she can do some tricks with her mouth, nigga. Okay, I'm sorry. Am I reaching? I don't think so. These people did a lot. But like I said, I ain't telling y'all, you know, some of the stuff they used to do on that stripper pole and behind those curtains with those men. Okay? Y'all better, hey, tell them to tell the truth. I ain't ever did nothing like that. Did that string for a little piece of change. None of that. I worked. Baby, you have to be careful out here. You know? Dirt up them cats. I'm just saying. Can't get mad at nobody but yourself. I'm just saying. You'll be alright. But I just had to come and do this video or whatever and talk about these people because, baby, I had to remember, just sit down and just remember, like, they did say, and I have been talking about this for a while, but I ain't ever just decided to take to social media because I didn't feel like it was just important to. But now I feel like it's important because these people holding things back away from me and trying to keep things away from me that could help me, that could have been helped me and my children, but they decided to go against me with my child's father because of the position that they held, and they should have never let these people do stuff like that because y'all let this girl make it seem like I'm a karmic person all because of what y'all doing. Y'all supposed to be my dang on family. Y'all supposed to be riding for me. Not be trying to convince people that I'm a karmic person or I'm a hater of this person or this person that changed his life for the dang on better and all this other. Man, listen here. Man, I almost died by the hand of that person. Y'all don't even care. I almost died. Hear me when I say almost died by the hand of this person that y'all want to help so bad to come against me because of y'all feel like I don't deserve something. Now tell me, would y'all separate yourself from y'all family members or would y'all continue to stay in that karmic cycle with them? When you want to detach yourself from these people who want to put you in the same grade as your abuser, when you want to detach yourself from those people, I thought so. I thought so. It's sad, y'all, but don't feel sorry for me. Because I've been going through it for years and it's okay. I'm not worried and I ain't crying about it either. It's okay. It's just something that I had to go through. God just had to put me in this situation just to show me, just to open my eyes to who these people really was. That called themselves, that claimed to love me and really didn't. But how can you say that you love your own family? If y'all would, man, ain't no way in the world I would see these people with anybody. I wouldn't even be your friend because if you could do that to your dang on family member, what can you not do? You'll do the same thing. You'll do worse than me. If you're doing that to your own family member, you'll do worse than me because I'm not your family, right? But these people don't think that way. They just as toxic as those people. Birds of a feather flock together. They really do. And y'all got boyfriends, but y'all trying to keep me from having one? Like, do your thing, boo. Do your thing. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed this video just as much as I enjoy making it, y'all. But I just wanted to, bring the truth, you know, to the table when it comes to these people because this person has been on the platform. She's been playing for a while, Tiara. And I knew that it was like Tiara, my kid's daddy, and possibly other people who was playing around with technology and all this stuff like that. But I went trying to. I'm like, well, no, it can't be done because I wouldn't even really pay no attention to it. But I'm like, these are the only people that's in a position that holds a position to be able to do this to somebody. If you're an officer and stuff like that, these are the only people. Officers and FBI agents is the only somebody that can hack into your phone and do things, be able to orchestrate things in your life. They able to orchestrate things. Just right along with an ex that I didn't even know there was an officer that I was talking to. But these people have been hacking my devices for a while and doing a whole lot of things, stalking and following me for years. And I just want to bring a stop to it. Just like I said, I asked for a restraining order when it comes to my family and when it comes to, my kid's father and his family. I asked for a protection order so these people can stay away from me permanently. Look, y'all ain't doing nothing for me. So why do I need to be attached to y'all? I don't have to be. But it's just a shame that I never had family members that'll be right here by my side. I never did. And now these people trying to act like they have been here and they want to find me and they want to this and they want to that. No, don't find me for these people. Find me for what? Because I was there. And each time I went back to these people, I wish I would have never went back. Each time I turned around and it was for the good and I try to help these people, they always let me know why I shouldn't. I regretted it every time. I regretted it. So if I know it's other people out there in the world, and I just wish it wasn't other people that was out there in the world that go through the same thing, but I really have a greedy, dirty, envious, low down, jealous family. People in my family is so wicked, evil, and vindictive, man. It just don't make no sense. I ain't even know people can be this bad. And they call themselves your family. I ain't know that people can be this bad. And then call themselves your family, bro. People be coming against you, paying people to say different things to trigger you. on their platforms. They pay people to do it. Look, I don't be mad at nobody. I don't be mad at nobody and what they say on their platform. Here is their platform. Here, you take it how it resonate. If you feel like it's for you, right? You can't do shit to me, right? I was just playing. That ain't, well, I'm not just playing. I'm just saying, I mean. But still, they pay people to say things, pay people to do things, pay people to come against you, and these people actually do it because they want that money. You know? Look, I don't blame them. But you ain't finna be telling me to do anything that I don't want to do on my stuff. You ain't finna tell me to do all that stuff. I do what I want to on my own stuff. You know, I make my own money, all that stuff like that. But these people felt like, okay, so if this person ain't reaching out and stuff like that, let's come against her platform. So that's how I think she's making money and stuff like that, and being able to be in the position that she's in to be able to talk. Let's come against her platform. Okay, let's come against this. Let's come against that. We got to stop all of the financial situations in this person's life because we don't do it. This person gonna keep on talking. So okay, let's create all this chaos and conflict around this person so this person won't be able to feel loved and stuff like that, and she'll hopefully give up someday. Y'all should be in jail. If you can't see this as people trying to push somebody to commit suicide, then I don't know what to say about you. These people should be in jail for what they have been doing to me. And I have voiced my opinion to these people and let these people know they're trying to recreate this whole situation with me, wanting to be in this suicidal situation again because this was years ago. Way before I had kids, the first time I made an attempt, and the second time is when I lost my kids and I almost died by the hands of my kid's father. I tried it again. That was it. I had to wake up and realize even if I was to take my own life, these people gonna still be out here being karmic and they gonna go to their next victim. So I had to push back, fight back, and had to show these people that the devil was a lie. And everything the devil say is not the truth. You ain't finna make me take my life, devil. I'm gonna continue to show up and show out and prove you wrong, demon. You don't have to like me. I don't like you. I don't feel the same way people feel about me. The same thing that people feel about me, I don't even feel the same way. I forgive you. I love you. And you can be pissed off all you want to because of the love that I show you. That you refuse to show me. I don't care. That ain't gonna stop me from living my life. I keep on going. I keep on going because you want me to stop. But thank you. Thank you for showing me how great I am, how loved I am. Because I ain't never loved, I ain't never tough love. That's it. That's how I look at it. I look at the situation as it being tough love. How else can I look at it? I'm not looking at it in no other way but it being just tough love. Yeah, you know, I just make God and my angels my family. That's it. And people on YouTube, you know, they my family too. Even though they don't say it, but they're my family. Like I said, this person been coming against my platform for years, for a while. The things that I speak out about, they don't want me to speak out about. They don't want me to get out there to the world what I'm talking about. So share it. I have a karmic family. I do. Karmic, evil, jealous, envious, and don't want me to have nothing. They don't want me to go, you know, anywhere in life because they never decided to, you know. They never did anything with their life and they feel like other people should be the same way. Or we're gonna keep that person small just because we're small. Yeah, go ahead. I can't do nothing about that. But anyway, I love y'all. I'm trying to have a blessed rest of y'all day. Stay safe out there, guys. Like really stay safe out there. And if you're going through the same thing with your family or, you know, people and you don't understand, just continue to just keep going. Because they just don't want you to keep going. But you have to. If you don't keep going, then mean the devil wins. Keep going, y'all. And I love y'all. See you later, guys.